And welcome back to the Redstone Quarry podcast, to episode 3 today. We're going to discuss, well, I guess follow-up for the most part. But before we get to that, there's no horn this time, or trumpet or whatever, because unfortunately we are missing out on
trumpet. No, we can
There
edit it, of
is
course. There.
a mutilated trumpet right here, because we have a couple of people missing, unfortunately. Yeah, Christmas time, and a couple of people are going to their family. But people, no. Just kidding. And yeah, so who do we have in here?
We have Niels.
Enemy?
Dark?
Hi.
Oh.
Yeah, so Niels, Enemy, Dark, and me,
And you.
Wout. And
I'm
yeah, Dark,
actually new.
maybe. Well, since you're new, indeed, Dark, say something about yourself, like we did in the first episode.
Hello, I'm Dark_Sax123. I like all redstone things, and yeah.
Play the
No,
saxophone.
Yeah, I played a saxophone. I could play 4 different saxophones, or I have played 4. I probably could play more if there were. Yeah.
And is that it?
I guess I'm not a very interesting person. At least that's
Well,
what
you
my
said
ex-girlfriend tells me.
you said more than Pop last week, but just for the record, Dark Sex is actually where you just had a lot of bad luck in the past weeks. But it wasn't able to make
timing.
it. So yeah. Also, I'm doing the intro, by the way, because Spock isn't here. So does everyone want to take over about the content?
Yeah, I think we're starting with news this week. And well, it was Christmas, of course.
Yeah, this is Christmas.
Who cares about Christmas? Jesus,
Oh
Uh,
God,
Today.
wow.
Yesterday.
you guys are so
Yep, yeah.
sentimental.
And also 1.2 Pre-1 came out this week, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Um,
not
Not
too
a lot
much
of stuff
new.
in it. Just 4
yeah, also-
fixes.
I would say, are we gonna discuss 1.8.2, or are we gonna get over the content first?
Yeah, no, we can do that.
Alright, so what are you guys' thoughts?
Like what I know from 1.2, they're gonna add a whole bunch of new statistics, and that's always good. I always like that because, well, first you can better keep track of what you did and what you didn't, and of course for people that make adventure maps, like that's pretty good to like check if a person actually opened the inventory or crafted this thing or enchanted that
Enchanted.
thing.
Wait,
Yeah, enchanted
are
is
they,
a big one for me.
are they
I
actually
guess.
gonna add like a times inventory opened one?
Yeah, like they're adding a lot of stuff. Something like
my God.
choppers looked in and chests looked in and things enchanted,
That's gonna
crafting
be
tables
pretty-
opened.
Pretty
That's
cool.
gonna be
Yeah.
really cool.
I think crafting tables opened can allow for some simpler crafting machines, because a lot of people have been making these like vanilla mods. You may have heard of like birds by
Like the custom crafting stuff.
yeah. So a lot of those contain custom crafting, and they always have to use entities to and then drag some kind of structure and that kind of stuff. Like this.
Or with a dropper that's in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, like
Yeah,
so- so
that's
good
also
one
been
with
used,
proper.
but then again, you would have to scan a lot of spots around the player to check where a dropper would be. But in this
Or it
case, you
should be always
wouldn't
at the
have to do
same
that.
place. That you can't move it. It's only one custom crafting table in the entire world, or maybe more, but you cannot just grab it and move it.
well, yeah, but like
Now-
this, you could just, for example, right-click an item on it or something, and then it would start entering it into the crafting table, and then you could make items like that for your for custom stuff or something. This is something I would think of personally when we talk about the additions, but maybe we should talk more about what actually has been added so far, because 1.8.2 is coming up sometime soon, I guess. Whereas what was added was 1.8.2 pre-release 1. What do you think?
Oh, it was just like 4 bug fixes, wasn't it?
Yeah, like for the time. Well, it's not that long since 1.8.1, but like since 1.8, like there's a lot of
Yeah.
other big bugs that have to be addressed, and as far as I noticed, they're still not being addressed a lot. Like, yeah, like they really need to change Pigment. Like they say it's a feature, but if
It's
they ever,
annoying.
yeah, if they ever used it, like they would know it. Like you can't play like that. And yeah, like also some other things.
Well, I also am kinda skeptical about the way Mojang seems to be handling things these days. Like, I just don't really understand what has been going on in the past month. Like, there's been over a month of silence, basically, between 1.8.1 and 1.8.2 pre-1. And now we got an update, and it's 4 bug fixes. This didn't take a month, a team of like 15 people. So
Yeah.
we at least we had that info quest 2, which was pretty funny. So I guess they worked on that for a bit, but I don't even know what's going on there. And I hope, although I wouldn't like it, that because of Microsoft they have to keep more quiet about what they're working on. But in the worst case, I guess it's just that they're not really working on much, which really is, of course. But I will say that I also haven't experienced it myself. Apparently, Zipkrowd has, this Gel 2579 more specifically, has been talking a lot on the stream about how much 1.8.2 pre-1 will reduce lag in their storage room, because they have tons of hoppers there, tons of polygons which have to be rendered, and apparently that process is way more efficient in this release.
That would be great if that.
Yeah,
going
so
to be.
there are definitely upsides to it. But I personally, I probably will never get close to using that much hoppers, so yeah, I don't think I'll ever use that. But
We
what
have
do you
in
guys
our
think?
storage room, we have also quite a bunch of hoppers, and I really get quite a bunch of lag over there. If they would fix it, it would be great.
Yeah, but it still won't be like, okay, now you can use the shit tons of hoppers all of a sudden.
No.
Like, still gonna have to worry about it a bit. But yeah.
least-
Like, I haven't used it enough to notice it, so much.
Other news?
Yeah,
Zipkrowd-
perimeters, right?
Yeah,
Or
Zipkrowd released that one map.
Yeah, we
right?
got this.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah,
Senkan and Gel.
Lincoln, Gel, and Nuke, apparently.
Yeah, Nuke
Nuke,
helps
yeah.
with the aesthetics. They made a puzzle map called The Nightmare on Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's very difficult, I might add.
Yeah,
I'm stuck on level 7, and you have to use a bunch of I better not give no spoilers, but let's just say it's
Difficult
crazy.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard. Started on. Well,
they have
you
24
go,
levels,
and me.
just like to give the perspective for 7
Yeah,
out of
it's a
24.
lot.
Yeah.
Leave a
So-
link in the show notes for it.
Wow,
if you
you've
wanna
actually
try
beat
it
it, right?
I have beaten 23 out of 24 challenges, although some of them were unattended. Jel says they count if they're unattended, but they work. But he does apparently want us. Well, if you complete it, that he still wants us to actually do the 1.1 version of the map, which is working on quite hard on as we speak, I guess. Which will have a bunch of bug fixes and exploits to force the player to use some of the mechanics they wanted. And I'm still struggling with one.
At the moment, there are a lot of problems with sequence breaking because there's a level like get a tree and can get a wood, and you can like make a crafting table and all kinds of other stuff to get out of the map.
Oh yeah, I actually did not think of that, but I heard a lot of people broke out in that level. Never really thought of how, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like you can make chests and just carry items over to the next level instead of getting them deleted from your inventory and so on. And I talked to him this morning or like late last night, and I think they're gonna get rid of that level in the 1.1 version, and they also fix a lot of other things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Or something they could maybe do is just, I guess, remove crafting. Basically, just remove locks from your inventory as soon as you pick them up. I think that would also work, to be honest.
Yeah, that might also
That
work.
way you can't craft anything and it should be alright. In fact, I may just suggest that in a second. But yeah, 24 challenges. I have worked 14 hours or something on it. 2 hours and a bit uploading and editing. So yeah, it's a lot. But it's interesting.
I played like 4 or 5 hours maybe. Didn't get quite as far. Like I was stuck on level, what is that? Level 9, 10 for like quite a while. And then I broke the map. I broke the challenge because it used some rails, and I broke some rails in a place where I can't replace them anymore. So I had to start all over again.
Yeah, I had that problem too.
Yeah, that's.
I have not really to take a look at the map.
But it's
Interesting.
quite fun. It gets you thinking and so on, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. So yeah, you can check it out. We're gonna leave a link and so on.
Some of the ones are insane though, and like I haven't even gotten the best solutions. Like number 23, I spent 3 hours or something stuck on that one, and what I ended up with was basically still a half-baked result. It just allowed me to get to the end. I was happy, but it was obvious that this wasn't the intended way, and I just asked, and apparently there was like a really good way to do it, but yeah, it's hard, I guess. So yeah, it's even if you complete it, it's still pretty damn hard, basically. But yeah, does anyone else still have something to say about the puzzle map? Okay, so I think that's that topic covered. Of course, the map download and video and stuff in the description. But yeah, moving on, I guess. Another thing from Zipkrowd, as we saw. Well, I saw, and I think most people in here saw it.
The
Server
new
tour.
server tour.
More specifically, one thing I would say was quite innovative. In their iron farm, it was just standard iron towers design. We had briefly mentioned that design last week.
We'll still link it though.
Yeah, but they did have new spawning layers, basically allowing you to basically get a solid spawning block. Basically, there were no spawning paths really anymore, and it's pretty well. It's not very solid, but it allows you to spawn iron golems in way more positions than normal, and it's kind of insane. So, does someone want to explain that?
Yeah, basically what the iron golems do is they check for a 2x2x4 with a solid floor and non-solid blocks above. Like they don't check for a hitbox or anything. They just check for non-solid blocks, I think. And that's why you can put use something like redstone blocks or like top slabs, and they will spawn in that. And the setup they use, they have redstone blocks 2 wide, and then they have trapdoors like iron and normal trapdoors, and then water on that, so the iron golems will get pushed out.
Well, couldn't you in theory use that for a witch farm too?
No, the witches can't spawn in that.
No, they can't.
No,
Okay.
witches check for
I'm
collision.
pretty sure.
Like all mobs check for collision blocks.
Yeah,
just
except
the
for
golems don't.
Iron golems are pretty weird because their spawning algorithm is purely based on villages, whereas witches to zombies to blazes, all just typical hostile mob farming spawning algorithm.
Like it wasn't entirely new to me because Panda made an iron farm quite a while ago. That it's called the IPU, the Iron Processing Unit, I think, with 128 villages for. It's 1.7 design, and he just made like a really short video about it and was like, yeah, since 1.8 is coming out kind of soon, which ended up being like over half a year then, but he's just not gonna make like a full video on this, just like show it, and I think he gave a world download or something. So yeah, like he used that in there, and you can look it up there if you want to see how it looks or how you want to see it yourself, and you can't get on Zipkrowd server. Yeah.
I've seen it before on something else, but I can't really remember what it was. They used full redstone blocks as spawning.
Well, the thing is, it's like just way better for spawning because you have more spawning space and they will get a bit better rates.
Wasn't that possible in 1.7? Was that also possible there in there? Or?
Yeah, like it didn't change with the version. Like only the villager chaining, village creation.
Isn't it
changed?
something
Not
with
a golem spawning.
With how for the spawning algorithm that you don't need air blocks, it's all non-solid blocks. Isn't something to do with that, or is
like
it completely different?
That's only for the hostile mob spawning algorithm, not for iron golems.
Yeah, it's just a completely different algorithm, really. So, yeah, for hostile mobs, it's pretty straightforward about where they can spawn inside of. It just it can't have any collisions, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's what I heard, at least.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, okay, I don't want to move things along too quickly, but I'm just trying to do this. Does anyone still want to say something about that, I guess, or?
Well, I like that they use it, and I hope that other people use it as well because it gives you better output and just it makes a better farm. Like, there are some designs out there for certain things, like for example, it's like the simple item sorter that is not overflow proof. Like people keep using it, and it's like, why? It's not overflow proof. Like you're getting get so much problems with it.
It works. So
Yeah, like
Well-
it works till it breaks because it's not overflow proof, and
Well, yeah,
still
but
people are using it all the time. And
overflows are not always like example
well,
on RSMP. I have a temporary storage consisting of out of 4 double chests plus like 5 hoppers for every kind of mob drop like gunpowder or arrows or something. But our mob farm is so inefficient that like even if you AFK in the most optimal spot, it takes like maybe 2 weeks of solid for 24 hours, 7 days a week
Yeah, but
AFKing to get that filled up. So
if you have a
yeah,
fast
if you have an
sorting
efficient
thing,
farm, yeah.
or
yeah,
just
but
a
I like
sorting thing for
it
lots of
depends on the
different
farm.
items, and you put in lots of wood, and then it can break.
Yeah, like
Voila, just
the thing with
good
it
farm.
that annoys me the most is like it's not like overflow protected sorters are like crazy magic or really hard to do. That's not like it's just everyone uses this design and that's why I'm gonna build it or something like that. And it's just bad design. Like it's not really good, and
It
it will
works,
break
but
sooner
not
or
good.
later. And in our case, it's most of the times really soon because we use our stuff a lot.
You can use it when you're not stacking them together, right next to
Yeah,
each other.
but if
Then
you have like more than one item to sort, which is like usually always the case because of diets, but you need a sorter.
no, and the poppy sorter, that's only
Yeah,
one.
okay, in there, but yeah, like usually in most cases you have more than one sorter if you use sorters, and then you just wasting space if you put them apart most of the time. And yeah, like overflow protected sorters are not that hard to build. If I don't forget, I will link a few designs for overflow protected sorters in the description.
You can make some of them with just 1 or 2 extra blocks. And then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
can
like
be any block, dirt block, if you want.
it's and yeah, like with the iron spawning floors, the old ones are not bad, but the new ones, like the quote unquote new ones, like those ones, the redstone
Advanced
blocks,
ones.
advanced ones, yeah, those are better, and I hope people use them.
We should change them also.
Yeah, we might change them. It's not like we don't have enough iron already, but we might change them in our farm as well if we get around to do it. So yeah, I think I'm done for that.
I think we're already gonna have like oh no, one thing. Well, one thing I can think of right now. Zombies. Apparently we forgot this in the last video and people have been talking about it. So yeah. I wasn't really there last video, so I will admit that I again don't have that much to say about it. But what do you guys think again?
Yeah, like if we said in the beginning of the episode that we're gonna talk about villagers and zombies, like sieges, for example, and all that stuff, but we kind of ended up forgetting it.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
we were recording for an hour then, and we thought, yeah, I think we have everything, but yeah.
yeah, like guys, if you say we'll talk about it and forget it, let us know. We will talk about it next time.
But we should just not say it in the beginning then.
Oh yeah, or we could do that. No, but zombie sieges. What do you guys think?
I've not really saw them any, and not at least not when that I really know that it was a zombie siege.
I
Well,
never really have. Yeah, indeed. Like, I just have zombies spawning every once in a while, and they just go for the villagers and then get stuck. And I guess it is an issue to natural villagers, but I barely use them anymore. I just use wild zombies, as
Is
you could
don't
say,
only
and
to natural
cure
ones
them.
then?
I just got a zombie. I encase him. I start punching him until I get more zombies, and do that until I get until I get 2 zombie villagers. And then I kill the rest. I cure them, and then I start the village with those. And if you stay at your own village, of course, you're not using just doors to protect yourself, or at least not wooden doors. So I really don't think they're that dangerous.
well, like the thing is, when
villagers.
I like find a new village, like, and like I'm still early on in the survival where I don't have like villagers already and just care about them. I usually just like walk around blocking off every door, like moving them inside the house and then block off the door so they can't get out anymore. And like to me it feels that's what like most people do, and I don't think like when you walk in a village that's a thing you should do or you should have to do. Like you should go there and like, oh, this is a nice guy. Let's see what I can trade with him or whatever. Not just like, oh, block off, block off, block off. Oh shit, it's night already.
I don't even block them off. I just like in the beginning because they don't. I don't like killing animals unless I have them in like a pen or something, and I'm sure I can repopulate. So what? Like when I saw books, I was like, "Yay, let's loot the village of books and get out of here." And I didn't care at all about the villagers in there. I was like concerned they could just die.
And
Yeah.
it's not that hard to get villagers from zombies, so it's not really that you have to keep them if you ever want to do anything with villages.
Yeah, like you can get villagers quite a lot of other ways, and I think like
Mhm.
the witch one we talked about it last time.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing I really like about the zombie sieges is that some people I don't remember who I saw doing it, but if maybe someone knows it, like tell us. Use them for crowd control for like their villager population. And what they do is they have a breeder that's like breeding them the whole time, but if there are too many, they just like walk out into like a separate pen, and you have your seed stock all the time. And at night time, like when the pen is full, like zombies come in and kill off all the villagers, so you don't have too many of them, and you just like control your amount of villager population with that.
Completely automatic.
Yeah, basically. You don't have to do anything, and like the zombies will come in and kill your villagers, so you don't have to clean up.
Yeah, I usually just do that. If they're too much, they will just go in the lava or fall down.
Yeah, like you get new villagers the whole all the time, and like you can keep the good ones as always. But yeah, you don't have to like do anything to get new ones, and like don't sort them or whatever. And that was quite a nice idea. I haven't seen it done a lot, but yeah.
Do you think that covers the sieges? Or
I
anything
don't think
else?
so.
Well, I think like the sieges, like part of that is like zombies breaking the doors or banging on doors.
And they do that always.
The thing is, yeah, like especially during sieges, but
It's
I
easier then.
I think on like if you're on
Or
difficulty easy, you can't even like they can't even break the door or do it at all. I don't think.
No, they
Like
can do that.
only on hard they break it, or normal and hard or something.
I
And
don't think they can do it on normal either, but I'm not
yeah,
sure.
like a normal, I think on normal they're just like banging at the door the whole time and like are really loud and annoying. Something like that. And
Yeah, they just the correct not particles, the correct texture just appears and it disappears once it should break, basically. So yeah,
yeah, like I kind of feel
that's the only
like
thing.
that should be like in normal. I think they should be able to break it because yeah, like even on hard the game is not really difficult. So
One
yeah.
I
thing I
looked
have
up
though.
on
Oh,
the
you
wiki.
can talk.
Only on hard and hardcore they can break the doors.
Okay.
One issue
So
I have
on
though with
peaceful, easy, and normal, you're fine.
okay, I'm gonna drop something quick here. One thing problem I have though on SMP, they actually do end up breaking my door sometimes because although they
Why do
shouldn't
you
be able to
use wood
spawn in.
doors?
Yeah, I use acacia doors just because I think they fit the style better. Also because I'm unoriginal and the rest of the house was out of acacia. Of course. So, but yeah, what do I want to say? Yeah, they break doors, and I do not understand why. Because they should not be able to spawn inside. The closest villages are like 3 blocks away, completely outside. There's no way they can get there from my house, and yet they keep freaking banging on my door. I do not understand. And I find, well,
Maybe it's
sometimes I have to
raining
replace the door.
outside. Do you want to come in? Have a cup of tea?
No, I don't like them.
Get a waffle.
At least one nice thing is that if they're tracking villagers, you can just kill them, and they're not even aggro. It seems. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like
Well, cool. It's just it's funny. It's not really cool. It's just silly.
like I like that they upgrade the villager AI so they like they're a bit more like they're actually a bit of a threat and like can do something a bit more than before because before they were like really stupid and couldn't do anything really. But what is annoying, like that they share that like normally, like in movies or whatever, like zombies are like really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And
In Minecraft, they can see you from
yeah,
miles
like
away.
in Minecraft, they don't even have to see you, like the best pathfinders ever. Like they got all the like pins and stuff from Boy Scouts or whatever. And yeah, sometimes it's just really really annoying. And
So if we're getting to that territory, would that mean that other mobs like skeletons and spiders or something should get relatively better stats? Oh, not stats, but properties.
well, I think like for me like after like the first week on a new map, like you don't have to fear anything anymore. Like the only thing I die of is fall damage, or like I forget that I don't have like armor on and then run into something.
Endermites.
Endermites, yeah, never died to an endermite. But yeah, like I think
Or if
at least
all
on
zombies
hard,
are mad.
at least
from
in
the
hard the
pigments.
game could be harder. Like maybe when you're playing a CTM map, like then the mobs are like really hard already, and then making them harder
Dude, they're
would
just
be
a lot.
Yeah. Like
would be hard, but like
I just find it funny, like for like years. I mean, yeah, the Guardian, yeah, but the people have been asking for a new mob, like people been wanting, and then they give it, and it's an Endermite.
Yeah, that's just. I think they. Well, that was done way before the Guardian, so I feel like
Yeah.
they really wanted to do something about that demand
And
without
like
really putting effort into
the
it.
Endermite,
So.
I mean, I've heard this from one person, but I don't even think it has a bottom texture. That's how rushed it is.
No, in
yeah,
the
like it
beginning,
doesn't
the
It
even have a
probably
bottom
has a
Endermite was
bottom
texture.
just
silverfish texture.
yeah, it was just a
No, like
purple
you can look through
silverfish.
it. You can look through it.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't have a
like
bottom
when
texture.
it
I
was
saw it today actually.
when it first was released, it was like the actual silverfish texture, just purple. Then they took the tail off of it, and now it just looks like a little purple like blob moving across the floor.
Well, yeah. They, as far as I know, they really took the silverfish texture and didn't change much about it. I don't really care that much about the texture, but it does display that it's not really a mob that was like. I really don't think like when I think of the Endermite, I think it's very similar to Pigman at 1.8. Like you can
That's
use
annoying.
them to build. Yeah, you can. They're annoying, but you can simultaneously. So they're incredibly annoying, but you can also use them to build incredibly OP farms.
But
So
you
it's
don't
kind
want to
of a
make
double-edged
those OP
sword.
farms because they're stupid.
I
Because
make
I
them.
don't. If
well, like at least those like farms using those quote unquote stupid gameplay mechanics
Mhm.
are not the best ones you can make for that kind of like
It's
shop you
getting
want
too
to
close,
farm.
in my opinion.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Endermite XP farm is like
Yeah. Also,
And
the
the
yeah.
like
zombie
they
pigment
changed
ones?
that you don't need like barely any levels, and then you give they give you that so you can get like no effort and all the levels basically. And with
Yeah,
the
but for
pigment the same
this
thing. Like you
for the
get
zombie
so many
pigment
levels out
one,
of that.
they have that stupid bug that after a few hours they may lose their aggro.
Yeah, it's, uh,
Yeah, I feel like they should at least do something to the zombie pigmen. Like they're too crazy now.
yeah. Like
If you
the thing is, even though they're like they have reach advantage and the super crazy tracking AI, and they like swarm you like hell, like during the perimeter dig, which we will talk about later, if you don't forget this time.
I'll be
um,
sure.
no, we
We
won't.
will. Not.
yeah, like we had the pigmen mad, and we have like quite a big mob cap because we had like 5 or more people working like almost all the time when the pigmen were mad.
Mhm.
And you can just like run around with like if you have good armor and still keep like digging with like 80 pigmen behind you because the
Well, it
like
wasn't 80, but enemy was by the end of the whole dig, enemy had gotten pretty skilled at digging while being followed by, let's say, at least 25 pigmen.
Like enemy,
It was pretty
like you
insane.
would like consider enemy as like Kim Kardashian walking through the streets of Hollywood with all the pigmen behind him.
Yeah,
yeah
we also said that. Hey, look, enemy, all your fanboys.
They were
like,
like fanboys.
Like
Like,
you
stop
should almost make
following
it like make the sword of the pigmen like a camera.
I will have to find if I have some screenshots of that, but
I
like
have I have some of them.
I know
I'll
Kill
try to
like
upload them.
took the aggro for quite a while, and he's like literally running around with like 100 pigmen behind him. He's just ran all over the place to get all the pigmen mad at him so we can do work. But
He could
yeah,
do work then, but
like back to zombies and the village sieges. Do you have anything to add to that?
They are not really. I wouldn't say they're. I think that they may also should have been revamped with the whole you know, village and villager revamp lately. Maybe that would have been a good thing to do. Because right now, yeah,
If they
are a
actually
bit
finished the
plain, I would
villagers,
say.
that'd be good too.
keep reminding every episode. Maybe they do it.
Green villager.
No, like
Just like
one
every
more
day.
thing I want to say about the sieges and the door breaking. Maybe for Wout, you as well. When I first saw like they can break doors now, and when they're closed, I was like, that's interesting. What if they're open all the time? You just place your door like in a 90-degree angle to where it should be, and then open it when it's then it's open when it says like the game thinks it's open, but it's actually closed for like your house.
it's great for troll doors. Pressure.
Well, the thing is the zombies can't break it anymore when it's open. So you just have like your door placed at 90-degree angle, and you can have your door without banging noises, and it just like gets rid of the complete problem that in the heart they can break doors and get to your villagers or inside your house or whatever. And it like I kind of feel they should do something about it because that makes that feature like completely useless. Like I like that I don't have to deal with it. Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
But yeah, like it's just one of those features that are broken at the moment, and if they really would want that feature to like impact on the actual gameplay, then they need to fix that. But yeah, I would put it like really low on the list of things I want to get fixed. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's about the last
Okay,
thing.
that's in it. I think that's a good idea. Let's move on.
Yeah, like for the main topic today, we're gonna talk about perimeters, and that's because we recently did one like this week.
Yep.
Last week,
48
like we said.
hour. Well, actually, it was approximately 43 hour nether perimeter dig. That's a full nether perimeter from the bedrock, top bedrock to the bottom bedrock. And enemy being you pretty much did the most work on that. Tell us
Yeah,
about
that
it.
was pretty
No, Lisby
insane.
did a little bit more. Quite
Well,
digging.
no, I'm
Well,
talking about
yeah,
with
but
prep and
Lisby
everything
was
else.
just
Well,
Lisby was
yeah.
being selfish. I can even show you a comment he placed on one of my videos like half an hour ago or something. I just checked it during the podcast, and please create a filter which picks up TDL's items so it isn't to prevent crashes. I responded, please TDL, please create a filter which forces TDL to pick up his items because to prevent crashes, because we crashed several times because there were just thousands of items on the ground, and one person in specific cared more about their scoreboard place, as far as I'm concerned, than about
Well, yeah.
crashes.
That's
Well,
all. The reason I said enemy because like enemy like spent like hours upon hours before the actual dig. Like he prepped everything from getting the roof because we
took 3
did
months in total.
too high at the roof, and then clearing out all the netherrack in the top of the bedrock, and then
Lava.
like lava clearing.
well,
I helped a little bit
Beacons.
with that, but yeah.
yeah, like
beacons,
let,
47 beacons.
let's take a step back. Like perimeter, our perimeter was 321 by 321, maybe
Yep,
320 by 20,
around there.
something like that. I mean, of course we did it for like we have a fortress in the middle, and we're doing a wither skeleton farm for that. And yeah, basically for perimeters, like should we like cover why we build perimeters at all? Like
yeah,
well,
why do we
Can-
do a perimeter? Why?
Yeah, like basically in general, if you build a perimeter, it's because you want an area where there no spawn spaces for other mobs apart from your farm. And there's a couple ways you can achieve that. Like you could just dig everything out like we did, and then you always will be sure that you don't have other spawning spaces outside. And yeah, like you do that for witch huts and guardian farms, nether perimeters
Yeah.
mostly, not really for like most other farms. Like
But that if you take that route, that's going to take you a lot more time.
yeah, that's most of the time it's the most time intensive and work intensive way to do it.
Yeah.
Then you can like just slap everything,
Yeah,
and
well,
like for witch
ev-
farms you just like remove the whole everything on top and light up the cases
or you
and
could try to
slap
light
or
up the
flood.
top too.
Yeah,
Try to
light
the
it up,
top too.
flood it. Just like block the spawn spaces anyway.
Yeah.
That basically works. And
When you're lighting up though, you have the problem with
yeah, like for the nether, you
slime
have
chunks.
yeah, when you're lighting up, you have the problem with slime chunks in the overworld, and you can't do it in the nether because they don't care about light.
Yeah, so in the nether you
The-
have to slab everything, and there's a bunch of nether caves that'd be basically impossible to find them all.
Blazes
My
do
opinion.
care about light, right? Only the pigments do not care about it, right?
I think
Well,
they all
Pigman
actually
is the
care about
main
light.
Like
thing.
I think
it
blazes can
doesn't-
spawn on like level 14 or something, or like
No, it's
13.
like when it gets to place spawners, they can spawn on I think 11. When it gets to just mob spawning in general, I'm pretty sure in Nether mobs can spawn at any light level, but the lower this, the better the spawn rates.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course.
That's what
Like
I think. I
if
haven't
you
looked
would
it up
want to light up a blaze spawn, you basically need a torch and like every block or every second block or something like that. So
Yeah.
they don't care about light all that much, but a bit. And yeah,
It's-
like we went with digging it out because or you can always blow stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a fun
Yeah,
way.
like one specific.
But
server
you don't have
process.
that much TNT, so yeah, that would have taken longer then.
Yeah, like
blowing it up takes a lot of more prep work than we actually did.
the thing is, we decided against TNT because one, we have
What
double witch
was?
farm, which gives you a lot of gunpowder, but not the amount of gunpowder required for this thing in a reasonable time, I guess. On the other hand, you would have to destroy like a desert for that. Like,
Or two of them.
or two of them, yeah, but like for nether perimeter, it's approximately 5 million, 6 million blocks. Like ours was 5.8 million. Depends a lot on your terrain. Like we had a lot of lava lakes around.
Yeah,
For
like we
overworld
actually probably
perimeter,
got lucky.
yeah,
Mm.
we
Yeah,
had,
for-
like
we-
basically whole thing was lava.
Was yeah, in the MC edit, looked
We
up
used to-
how much blocks we have from each type in it.
Yeah, we used quite a bit of Moses technology
To get rid
and
of lava,
yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know what a Moses is a slime block machine that clears out lava.
Or
It's-
water. Or water.
Or water, yeah. It's like
Don't be
Moses
racist.
Moses is the abbreviation for modular C splitter. Ground 15 from Zipkrowd made a design, and there's a tutorial on Milky Way's channel. We will link that, and also Ground's channel if you don't forget, as always with everything.
And also, thank you, the ref, for checking how much blocks we needed to mine, because yeah, we made some calculations on how much time we needed and how fast we needed to dig. We had an entire spreadsheet with how much each person could
Yeah.
invest
pretty
in it
insane,
and
I
believe me.
think that was like
beats and
Yeah, that's like
yeah,
all
it
Niels
was a
there.
bit
all
overthinked in my
based
opinion, but
that one
We even ended up
calculation of how many blocks we
using
have.
like a series of 4 commands or something, which would update the total amount of netherrack mined, and then we would try to get that done every hour by getting them up on, not always without any tensions. But and then putting that on a graph and stuff, trying to keep our pace up and looking at how much percent we have done, how much we should have done by this time, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, like huge props to Niels for doing all the math behind that. Like he set up
Yeah.
like two spreadsheets, like one for like, hey, do you have time? Like we had a doodle like who can join at this and this time to make out the date. We ended up with like which was
24
start time.
options in it.
Yeah, like we had 24 options for the start time, and we started at the 20th of December, 6 p.m. Eastern, or like 12 p.m.
12
Yeah,
p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m.
Central.
6 p.m. CET, so Central
Yeah,
European time.
and like that was all Niels, and then he made a spreadsheet for like a Google form for where they like fill in how much time you can dig, because beforehand we figured out like, okay, we need to have this amount of people digging for this amount of time to get it done in our time limit, and like yeah, like Niels did all of that. And then, of course, like we calculate how many pickaxes we would need for that, because we decided not to repair them because that would have taken time and to get levels and so on. And that ended up like with us getting a whole lot of pickaxes up front and enchanting them.
And
which
we
was
got most of the pickaxes.
Yeah, like I
Cool.
think we got like something like 28 double chests of pickaxes that are like unbreaking free and at least efficiency free,
Mm-hmm.
and
There
some
was
of
some
them
with
have silk
fortune or
touch,
silk
and
touch.
yeah, some of them have fortune silk touch.
It's way too many silk touch of them. At least everyone. I was still on my first silk touch pickaxe in the end, and I did quite a bit. Yeah, quite a lot of hours in it. And
Yeah, we probably actually have enough pickaxes left over to do our next project.
Yeah, maybe.
So-
Yeah, like we ended up using, I think, like 21 double chests of pickaxes. Yeah, something like that.
That's just a Sunday's work.
And yeah, we like getting the pickaxes took quite some time. Then enchanting them took more time.
even
Getting-
moving them.
Yeah, like even moving them was like quite a task. And like
can only
for
do
yeah,
one
like let's
chest
do
in
the
your inventory and one in your ender chest, and then you still need to add some food in your bar, otherwise you die with your sprint ice paths. And yeah, 28 double chests. You have to make 28 trips, and yeah.
more. Even.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Like, yeah, and yeah, like for the prep, like let's talk about all the preparations we made. Like we started like in October. Like I came up with the idea, hey, like we finished our witch perimeter, and like I came up with the idea, hey, wouldn't it be fun like to not spend as much time on a nether perimeter as we did on this one, and just like dig it all in one go, and then be done with it. And like it seemed crazy at first, but then like we kind of looked into it and figured out, well, if you have like 10 something people doing the whole like doing most of the time and digging this and this fast, we can actually do that. If you have like the lava cleared out and the stuff prepared, so we don't have to get new pickaxes all the time and so on. And basically then we like mid-October we found actually this fortress, which has 2 double intersections, which is quite nice. And
Right next to each other.
right next to each other is basically almost a quad intersection. And yeah,
But
like we started.
we're not gonna build 2 water wipers. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, like
If we could
the
find a way that
only
it's
sad thing
faster.
about it is that probably it's slower to build 2 of them because they're not spawning at the same. You have to move them further and shit. And
Yeah.
you if you use one, you're clogging up the mob cap already. So
I need 5 persons AFK. It's loading chunks, something. I don't know exactly how much, but
yeah, like if
It's
you would want to use like two at the same time, you would need 3 more people to increase the mob cap enough so you can use it. That actually makes sense. But
and then you can still not pick up the XP orbs any faster.
yeah, that's
So yeah, only if you're doing it with 2 persons, then it's maybe you can do it with 2 persons, but it's already at 2 persons. You can pretty fast.
so yeah, like we started marking this thing out, and then we started clearing out lava with buckets mostly, and like I think we did like 60% with Moses's already, and yeah, there were some pretty derpy ones in there, and that was quite a lot of fun. I I have to thank at this place like for, Niels, Stark, TDL, and Zach, who all had quite a lot on clearing out the lava with buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun to clear out that lava.
Just like digging, the only thing you use your right mouse button instead of your left one.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, but that's
looking
not
all
the
around
case.
you until everything is gone.
That's of course unless we're doing the Moses.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
the
like-
Moses though.
But
It's like you could get it to go like 3 blocks and then it hits a block and then you get frustrated trying to find that block underneath lava and you're having to swim to it. It's crazy.
Yeah, like if you ever use the Moses in water, it's so much easier because you can just go ahead and see, okay, here it would crash, I can remove this part. But in lava, like you literally can't see anything if you're not like using this one sweet spot where you have normal vision under lava. So if you try to build it in lava, which we tried for the first one. Like we said, okay, let's just build it right here and go with it. Don't try to build it in lava.
Yeah,
like
just don't do it. Just don't do it.
it just takes 3 times longer and doesn't work in the end.
First, clear out another spot with buckets or with another Moses, and then make your Moses.
Yeah. Uh,
And then hope that it does not crash.
like for the last big part, we had a small Moses, like 15 blocks wide, go for like, I don't know, 70 blocks to make enough space to make a big one, which is like 70 blocks wide to go in the other way for another 150 blocks or 100 blocks or something.
100? I thought it was less. Sure.
Yeah, I think it was probably 100 blocks. And yeah, Moses are a beast.
Mm-hmm.
As said, we'll have tutorial in the description. And
Yep.
yeah,
If
thanks
buckets,
to
it would
Ground.
have taken even longer. Because
And
Moses
if the link is not in the description, who do we blame?
no, it's
Yeah,
not
just
the description. It's
Ju-
show
ju- ju-
notes.
yeah, just yell at us, please. And yeah, like after we finished that, we started placing beacons all over the place to cover the whole area with
First,
jump
making
boost,
the beacon holes in the bedrock.
jump boost, resistance, and speed 2, like all level 2. And for that, we did 16 holes in the bedrock. If you want to, yeah, like you probably could do it with just 9 beacons instead of 16. But then you would have like little spots where they don't have coverage, and we were like, yeah, we're just gonna go for full coverage because
In the end, we
48
have
beacons
so
is
much
not
beacons.
that yeah, 48
And
beacons is not that hard to get for us. The
the only
annoying thing though,
whilst removing all the lava, the spawn rates were getting worse and worse, and then we were also removing the fortress. So in the end, we had just a little place
yeah,
where
like
you could farm, and then it was so slow.
yeah, we just made it slow the whole time. And doing the beacon holes, as you might know, like beacons can work without making the hole for it. But we said we're gonna stick to the pattern and like don't have move them around till we get one to work. So we just made the holes everywhere, and we had made 2x2 holes, which we used later on for ender pearl elevators to get on top, where we stored all our pickaxes and so on.
And those chests were all made from that wood, so
Yeah, like in 1.8, you can't do the skull thing anymore if you didn't know. And with trees, it just takes so long. Like I think like not I think we took like over a week, like not the whole time doing it, but like it took us the course over like a week and a half or something to do all those holes
in
just
the
with trees.
beginning, when I was making those holes, I never got enough saplings. So that's why when I made some holes for ender pearl elevators at the hub, I fortuned every single leaf block. It was so slow, and in the end, I did, yeah, I dug them way too many of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
like
we saw, just when I saw it on one of JL streams where he just used shears, boom, done. Damn.
yeah, like pro tip, if you ever want to do something like this yourself, use leaf crushers and shears because that's way faster and easier and less annoying.
Leaf crushers are so simple to set up, just a bird switch and 5 pistons, and then that's it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth time building it up.
Mm-hmm.
And
And with an iron farm, shears are not a problem.
Nope.
yeah, like without the iron farm, we probably wouldn't do the bucket thing anyway. So yeah,
We would have to mine a lot. Remove a single section.
yeah, like
What's this mining
getting all
thing
the
you
getting all
talk
the
about?
beacon pyramids for that would even be a problem. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we did the beacon holes and beacons, and for our setup, which was quite a good idea in the end, turned out, we did for every beacon we made an ender pearl elevator right where the beacons go up, and we used slime blocks on top of the beacon to break off wall. And and yeah, like when I was setting that up, the dark was coming on, and was like, yeah, Doug, you can jump down the beacon holes, but make sure you jump down on the slime block. You check first because I haven't set them up already, all of them, and he just jumped down and died.
Yeah, you lying little.
And what came next? Like, I think next was the ceiling part, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We removed all the blocks, the enemy mostly.
Removed
all of
most
those
of the blocks. Most.
blocks in
Yeah,
the,
like Wout helped as well.
between the ceiling.
Yeah, I removed like 10 blocks maybe in total.
Oh, sorry about.
No, what we did is we cleared out too high space, like just below the top bedrock, so we can walk there and like set everything up, and get to our starting points and all that stuff. And basically, I think I did that myself, like completely, but wasn't that big of a deal. Took, I don't know, maybe
On the other hand, it's
8
a
hours,
fair
something like
bit.
that. 8-9 hours for this like solid block was really easy to do. And then afterwards, we started clearing out the netherrack in between the bedrock. If you would have been lazy about it, you don't need to do that at all. Like, it doesn't impact your spawn rates because there's netherrack in there anyway. But we
Yeah,
were,
it just
I
looks
was,
better.
yeah, it looks way better, and I was like, I'm not gonna have netherrack up there.
But if you
So
want to do it afterwards, you have to make an entire new platform. And
yeah, that's the reason why we did it before. It's just a pain to do it afterwards. So yeah, we did it before, and yeah, I can't remember who helped on that, but thank you, thanks to you guys, because it's like it's not fun. Like you look up
get
and you have to.
lost.
Well, I didn't get lost, but you did.
Yeah,
You
will be
can get
fine.
lost. You can get lost. But
All looks the
it's just
same.
annoying because it looks all the same, and you can some spots you can't even get to, and yeah, it was pretty good that we have jump boost on at that time already, because that made things simpler.
Yep.
And yeah, basically afterwards we started getting all the pickaxes. For that we
We
have
had most of the pickaxes at that time.
yeah, like
right?
we did before. Like afterwards, I think I traded like another like 500, 600 pickaxes. Like after we're done, maybe
More.
even more.
It's nothing.
Yeah, like we have the villager from 1.7, like the perfect blacksmith,
Bob Junior.
which like we talked about it last episode if you missed it. And without it, I don't think we could have really done it. We went the route to.
Well, we would have, but it just took us a lot longer.
Yeah, like, we would have
Mhm.
to mine a really, really, really long time. But
Would we get enough pickaxes from all the diamonds we got from the other perimeter?
no, not at all.
How much did we get then?
Like how
from
much
that?
diamond we would get,
Yeah.
or I have no idea. Like I have like eight stacks of ore or something, 9 stacks maybe. Not, I think it's 8, something like that. And other people got something as well, but it's not enough to make like 1,000 pickaxes or
Nah.
2,000 or something. And yeah, like we enchanted them. If you have a cleric in 1.7 that that he enchants pickaxes for you as well, and if you find one that enchants it with unbreaking 3, efficiency 3, or
That
unbreaking
with
3,
Silk
efficiency 3,
Touch.
silk touch, or fortune, yeah, basically you wouldn't have to go through all that, and like I think like usually costs like 2-3 emeralds to do that, so that's like way cheaper than what we did. But
Mhm.
yeah, we didn't have one of those villages around, so
If it would have been 2 emeralds, then it's would have been a yeah. We have to buy the lapis from the cleric, and that cost 1 emerald for 2 lapis. So it's you still needed 1.5 emeralds, and walking around a couple of times to get the experience. So
yeah,
yeah,
like it's way easier if you have one of those. So if you're in still 1.7, like don't update and get one of the. Make sure you have one of those if you want to do a perimeter of this size and want to dig it.
or if you just want a large backup of pickaxes.
Or that. And yeah, like if you enchant them, we all enchanted them at level 30. Turns out you get like 50% of the pickaxes without unbreaking. And I think we have still like 7 double chests of pickaxes that just don't have unbreaking, like have efficiency, but are not unbreaking
Yeah,
part.
we can use them to repair the other ones and make the efficiency 5 of them, so we can
Yeah, for
reuse them.
next project or whatever. Which is quite nice, but like in the end, you end up with you have to get a lot more pickaxes than like the ones you actually use. So you have to keep that in mind if you want to do that. We also got like 1.5 double chests of pickaxes that are like completely crap, like Silk Touch 1 and nothing else, or like Fortune 2 out of a level 30 enchant. Yeah, but if you ever find a use for that, that's fine. If not, you can just use them to
We
strip
got a
enchantments of out of other items or something.
we could, if we would have take track of what we got each time and how much we enchanted, we could
You could do
make
another
lots
spreadsheet
of
for that.
interesting graphs.
Yeah.
Lots of graphs, and then
Um.
you have this, and then for the next time, you have this amount of chance to get this on level 30.
Yeah. Also, before I forget, I kind of forgot to mention like all the fire resist we made for clearing out the lava. Like Niels went totally crazy on that, and Alec and I think Norwegian helped also a lot on that. We got basically, we still have fire resist left. Like even now, like
We'll still have it left for another a year.
yeah, like
and
I think we got like enough fire resist to like last for 2 days for like 20 people or something. It's crazy. Like
not 20 people, but yeah, a lot. Because
yeah, like
whilst digging, we didn't really use. For me, I didn't use fire resistance only when I walked into fire and then quickly drink a potion.
yeah, it's just
Some other persons didn't do that. They used lifesavers, not chapels. But they ran out after
yeah, like
1.5 days.
I used like I think 50 notch apples over the whole time, like maybe more, and well maybe like 10 potions or something, not that much. But yeah, like for the lava clearing, we used them like the whole time, and yeah, really helpful. What else?
Yeah,
I basically
when we
now at the
start-
point where we can start digging.
Yeah, in the beginning when digging, we were on with 15 people or something like that, and we didn't really have a clue for how we should dig, and then we were
Well,
just going to
the
do
plan was to do like the whole area at once, not like chunk-wise or something like that. Just do the whole flatten it out
everyone
completely and
gets
then go
20
down.
blocks wide area, and he has to take that till the end. And
Yeah,
we
but
crashed the server in 12 minutes, so it was not really the best strategy.
Yeah, like we were thinking of maybe doing a mob switch before, but we didn't do it because we thought we will get too many entities and get problems with that.
Yeah, but when you think about it again, it doesn't really matter because
yeah, like
either
it
you have
doesn't
the
really
mobs-
matter because you get too many
Yeah.
entities anyway.
Well, no, because
So
either you have the mobs in your mob switch or you have them in your perimeter. It doesn't matter.
yeah, like in hindsight, we should have built one. But
Because the
Yeah.
big men were freaking annoying.
Enemy.
I can tell you.
We
Also,
should
the
have built one.
guests totally underrated in their annoyingness. Broke like half the underground elevators. I spent an hour
More than
or two or
half.
something
Only
just
a couple of
repairing
them
all
were
of the
still
underground elevators and slapping them out.
untouched.
yeah,
I think
thanks for
that was
that.
Yeah, that was pretty insane.
I think the biggest accomplishment though was us doing it in 43 hours. Though that was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
Like, hey, leave it in the comments if you know someone else, because we may think it's a record. If you know someone else who's done it faster, let us know so we can see. Like,
no,
like,
I'm pretty sure no one tried that before.
No one else is crazy enough.
yeah, but like, you know, you always say there could be that one server that could have done it.
Yeah, like there's probably some crazy Russians or something out there, like, who like have all the cool stuff that we never know of because they don't make YouTube videos or something.
In the end,
Not anything against Russians. Like,
No,
That's
of
not
course not.
saying me.
in the end,
Late.
If I have to hold my
it's
racism
check-
jokes, enemy, you have to hold yours.
okay. I have
I'm not
how many
racist.
blocks we mined
I
in
know.
the end?
I know.
In the end, we mined 5,000,000 274,845 blocks, and that's
during the
including
dig time.
during the dig time, and with multiple people
Oh.
online. But at some
And,
points it
and
was.
also name the top 5 diggers if you can.
Oh yeah, because you're
Let's see if
in
the
the
scoreboard is still up.
No, it's not up.
No, it's not up.
Okay,
but
Lesby was his first place with
Enemy. Right.
and
Hundred thousand.
let's be like we will link him in the description because he helped so much. Like,
And yeah,
go
also
sub to him.
stayed
He has
all
like
the time.
he has like single-digit subs or something. Like, really, he deserves more attention. He was there for the whole time. Like, he went to sleep when the server was down for 7 hours in between, and yeah, like other than that, he was there the whole time, and he dug something like 850,000 blocks.
Something
I
like
think
that.
actually more. I think. Well,
No, I
don't
think
know
that was like the
anymore.
final score before we took it down, something like that. And
Enemy was second place. Yeah, just a little bit less, but still, he was also up for on the entire time. And
yeah, like I think I had like
Durf went down.
800.
Spam me on
800.
Skype when it's online again.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
have to spam on Skype to wake him up.
yeah, like when the server went down for like 6 hours, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep now, because I also was there for the whole time, and I was actually there like 4 hours before we started to like bring more fire resist and ender pearls and all that stuff over. And yeah, like I was like, hey Niels,
And
just
chicken
spam me.
wings.
Yeah, when it gets up again, like slept for like 6 hours or something.
Third place, that was me. I did 525. Norwegian, he was fourth place, 521, really close after me. And after that, Alec. I'm not sure how many blocks he dug. Something in the 400,000, I think.
Yeah,
I'm not
like
sure.
something like that.
Scoreboard
Like,
is no longer up at the side.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
like
I will check my screenshots.
seriously, thank you to everyone that helped, like all our server members and the continuity members, extended family, so to say, and also to Wout, who, as a special guest, came on to help, and
Yeah.
to
We decided to sacrifice. No, it was fun.
yeah, like you did quite a lot, like more than some of our
I
guys,
think
and
371,000 or something in the end.
He did more than me.
He
Yeah,
was
like-
on for the entire time.
think
yeah,
that was
but he
Yeah,
did
I wasn't
take
able
a
to
break
make it
for
to the
sleeping.
first like day of the
Yeah.
dig, so that was
yeah, like
pretty
Wout
upsetting. but-
was there like for a long time.
I think I in the end had something like 1.2 days or something. I ended up doing, so.
Yeah, like you just whitelisted for the project and you had like 120.
Okay. Wout dug 317,736.
Close enough.
And
Also,
Alec was at
um,
421,029.
also we had the Redstone scientist as a special guest. He's a friend of TDL, and we will link him in the notes.
Oh, yeah,
Description.
and also
show notes. Sorry.
he helped with the scoreboard commands, right?
Yeah, like
Yes.
if you ever try to have like a scoreboard for all the people who are digging, and you, as we did, we wanted to keep a total, and that's not that easy actually.
Yeah, well,
and
yeah,
like
right.
you and Tim and I don't know, like someone else maybe.
I get,
You
basically
guys
was us
figured it out,
talking
right?
to Spock, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
It was a bit more complex than I initially thought. But
And
there are luckily ways to add all players to a scoreboard, as Resident Scientist figured out. Even those who aren't online. So that's pretty nice.
I
that's
think we
beneficial.
might be able to link them in somewhere below, right?
Yeah, we can post a space bin with it.
Yeah, if he puts them up, I guess. Alright.
Yeah, like thanks to him.
And if you also want that, I would advise you to do it on a server script or command blocks. Yeah, command blocks, it's not really legit anymore. So server script, because yeah, we had problems with getting persons online to do that, because only ops can do that and only Vibe and Nuka are up. And they
Zero.
also have to sleep, of course. They can't stay up 24/7. And Zero, yeah.
Well, we had Zero.
And
for a
Micro.
lot.
Yeah, like shout out
Yeah,
to
and Spock
Zero
for the
for
first
coming
day.
on like clockwork. Like every hour he came on, punched in those commands, and left again. And
He's
yeah,
really
like
fast at it.
he got really good at it. Like he was like there all the time. He was like
Even when it was in middle of the night for him.
Yeah,
It's-
like
oh,
like
oh,
it was afternoon for me, in middle of night for him. Like, and he still was like clockwork there all the time. Thank you, Zero.
Yes, thank you. It was it's awesome.
All
Um,
hail Zero.
also a big shout out to Nuke and Vibe, like, for restarting the server every time we crashed it. And yeah, like this thing that we had 7 hours downtime was when Nuke said, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to sleep, and I can't restart. You can't restart the server till Vibe comes wakes up again." And basically
half an hour later,
half an hour later, we
crash.
crashed it. And yeah, like all our crashes except for like 2 were because we had too many entities. Like the server couldn't handle it anymore.
What were those other two then?
The other 2, like the afterwards, where we had like not the entities around, but it was like beacon effects running out and stuff. When the server crashed and like it didn't open up the memory again or something, and we had to restart it then.
Mhm.
Something like that. Yeah, like basically we crashed it 7 times in the like first half hour because we didn't clean up our entities and we had so many people on that it happened so fast. And afterwards we crashed like in the 30 hours point, something like that. We crashed it a few more times because people kept
The first
not.
hour they were pretty productive. We dug, one of the first hour, and we dug 228,580 blocks in just 1 hour. So
Yeah,
if we were
first 2
going
hours
with
are
that
pretty
speed,
insane.
we could have done it within 25 hours or something like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not everyone has the time. And
Mhm.
I think we can link like your graph in the description or the show notes.
Yes, I think that should be possible.
Like, yeah, like I think the lowest point was, I think, like 12 hours in or something, when it was like early morning, like for me, like something like 9 p.m., 10 p.m.
Yeah.
It was like just me, TDL, and Niels
I
at
could
some
think
point.
though. I think we all could easily say that the project was a success though.
Yeah, like project was clearly a success. Like our goal, like, did it in way less, even though we have had a lot of problems with pigmen being mad all the time. Also for like, even if you not hit them, just like if a ghast shoots them and they get mad and you don't kill the pigman before the ghast dies or despawns. Or like
Thank you to
pigmen
the alt
just,
accounts.
yeah, like we
for
used quite
AFK.
a bunch of all accounts to just like keep the aggro away from us. And all those fun things. I like not even just the pickaxes, like if you do something like this, get a lot of armor already. Like I used up 8 or 9 suits of armor just because of all the pigmen and so on. Like I never lost one to fall damage. But they just
broke.
pigmen just, like, yeah, they depleted so fast. So yeah.
I didn't really have that problem. I repaired my armor twice or 2 or 3 times, and yeah, I only lost my chest plate because I was not watching if it almost broke me.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you weren't like attacked by pigmen constantly.
No. Logging out, logging back in was fixed most of the times then.
Yeah, like if you don't know, in 1.8 the pigmen like a bit different. Just
We
a tad.
talked about it, and
Yeah, we talked about it a bit before. But if you want to shift aggro successfully, like it happens that when you log out, they get mad at other people, but when you log back in, they're still mad at you. And it happened quite a lot for me. And if you want to change it, you can just log out and have someone else hit them and then log back in, and that works. So yeah. Yeah, like, I think that's like all the basic things about the perimeter, right?
All I can think of, yeah.
now
Yep.
only the building the farm is left.
Yeah, now building the farm is left. And like we were actually kind of surprised that we finished so fast in the end, because we were like a lot of pressure and were really stressed out that we had like all this downtime and we are not like keeping up with our pre-calculated times that we should have.
Yeah, it was getting kind of sassy at some point.
Yeah, like
Especially with that
it was kind of tense and so on. But yeah, in the end we finished quite quickly. And
Because yeah, we didn't really encounter the netherrack that was below in the bed between all the bedrock near Y0, and we don't dig that because that's just stupid. So and some other things, that's why we finished earlier, and we didn't mind as much blocks as we expected.
Yeah,
And
like
all
basically,
calculations have been made on that, and
our calculations were based on 5.8 million blocks, something like that. That's
Mhm.
what the number the ref gave us. And
5.6, right? Yeah.
there's
8.
around like 200,000 netherrack in the levels between Y1 and Y4, which we didn't dig. So there's that, and another 200k in the ceiling that I dug beforehand. And then there's like basically well, a bit more than 200k, and the other 200k that we were missing was the 2x2 too high 320 by 320 quote unquote spawning floor that we dug beforehand, so we can start, which also basically decreased the fortress performance. But yeah, those are like 400k that I did before that are not on the scoreboard, and that's why we finished kind of sooner than we thought we would have. But
because I was thinking, it's going to last till 2 a.m. again, our time then. Yeah, but then just at 7 p.m. or so, oh, we're done. And Nuke said
Yeah,
we
that
were
was
just
pretty
digging
requirements.
in straight lines because we found out that Lisby was doing that all the time, and Lisby was at the top since a couple of minutes in.
yeah, like
So
he was
we
first
found out maybe
place.
that could be useful, and we were all digging that, and in the end,
Yeah, but like on
Nuke
the
was
other hand,
watching.
TDL was so fast because he didn't pick up his entities at
Yeah,
all.
Yeah, that's
also
also a
true.
reason.
Like we had to yell at him quite a bit, so he started picking him up. But it doesn't matter
Because
who did the most, or
we all
just
helped.
I just only care about that it's done now, and I can, like finally can sleep in peace and not
After
not
48
worry about
hours
like
of
not being prepared and not having enough pickaxes or everything else. Or yeah.
Yeah, in the end, we were just taking a last part, and Nuke said,
Oh,
I
I
think
think you're
that's the
done.
end."
Like I
Yeah.
was kind of surprised that we
Yeah,
finished
like
so
so
fast.
many people said we couldn't do it, and we did it.
Yeah,
Like time.
if you want to do like this quote unquote perimeter speed run, you need quite a bunch of friends that are willing to sit through something like this, and
Waste a weekend.
yeah, and preparation is quite a
Because
bunch.
from the beginning, when you came up with the idea, you said maybe at Christmas because then everyone is free time. If we would have done this in a normal weekend, enemy was awake for an entire time. In a normal weekend, that's not possible because then you have to
Yeah,
go to
work or
school or to
school.
work
Yeah.
on Monday again, and it then you can't really do that. Or or you must sleep at school or at work. Okay, but I don't think everyone is happy with that.
Yeah, like it's something like everyone was like really tired, and server kept like ticks going down because people didn't pick up stuff, and everyone get quite annoyed. And there was like points where we just like screamed at each other for like half an hour, and like serious.
Very
Uh,
much so.
but then like half an hour later, like you just like laugh with her again, like hysterically, and
Like what
it's
at one point I'm stuttering now. We like used to like get mad when the server crashed because we had to wait for it to be back up, which was fine to wait. The last time it crashed, we all like, so what?
yeah,
But in
like,
the end, digging is just relaxing. It's just hold down the left mouse button, sprint, walk to the other side, and then turn around. And
yeah,
there's
like
sometimes some lava, but
if
for
you
the rest,
like
and
you or me, like if you like TDML and me, like if you do it for the whole time, you might want to consider like standing up every once in a while and moving your joints and stuff.
go to the fridge,
Or
get
for
some
you, enemy,
energy
take your
drink,
headset off once in a
so
while.
you don't
Yeah,
fall asleep.
like I use a headset, and turned out after like I don't know, like 15 hours or something, it's not as comfortable anymore So I just like
Yeah,
use
I
the
also had
headset mic
that.
and put my speakers on.
And which
And
made him sound so distorted.
You should write a review for your headset after 15 hours.
yeah, like the thing is, I bought this headset because it had a cable, because I had wireless one before, and it says there the battery has like 10 hours of battery life non-stop, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's not long enough.
I play
So-
for more than 10 hours.
yeah.
I need a battery of 48 hours.
No, yeah, like it's not only a challenge for like if you can do it, like Minecraft wise and prepare everything. It's also a bit hard on your body, like staying up for that long and not moving at all, like
Except
apart from
your
your hands. Yeah,
right hand and your
it's not the healthiest thing ever.
Like, I didn't even dig for that long, and at one point, like, I turned my head, and, like, I'm pretty sure that every, like, part of my neck cracked all the way down. It was like, ow!
Yeah, like towards the end, like if I moved my like right hand, like my mouse hand, if I like made a fist or something, like you
oops.
could feel it. You could feel it hurting because like you didn't move it the whole time. It hurt a bit. But
Sorry
yeah,
about the telephone, guys.
if you
Yeah.
guys plan on doing something like that anytime soon or at all, let us know.
Yeah, like if
And
you think, yeah,
if you
like
can
if you
think you
think
can do it in like a short amount of time, be our guest and
yeah, like
attempt that.
we
But
like we almost could challenge you.
I don't recommend them doing it.
But if you do
So
it, let us know about it. It'd be kind of cool to
yeah.
hear about it. If you could beat the time of 43 hours of server uptime,
Yeah, it's
because your
so much
server will
fun
probably crash a
already.
lot.
Yeah, Wout, you had fun, right?
Well, it was alright actually.
Well, because we have a pretty decent server, and that it even took our server down to crash
Yeah,
a
but on
lot.
that server, it's also hosting the TeamSpeak. It's hosting the contingency. It's
Well, yeah,
also
but
some hosting
still we
some
also,
Yeah, like
some other stuff.
but it's a huge
And
thing, and it's still
Mhm.
we also
al-
still have a powerful server.
also if you think your server is good because you have a lot of RAM, that doesn't help. Like we had four gigs of RAM on the server, like in the beginning to see if it would help anything, and
And
it
it
doesn't
still
it doesn't do
crashed.
anything. Yeah, like RAM is not everything. Like you need a good CPU and so on.
Which the computer we're hosted off of does. It's just the fact that,
Yeah, like
like it said, it has other servers running off of it, and the fact of how many entities we actually had was crazy.
Even
yeah.
from at some point when we had just started digging, I had times where I only hit 4 FPS because there were so many entities on the ground. And
Yeah, like
I thought, okay, this is going to be hell if it's going to be 4 FPS all the time. You can't even.
Like, I have a pretty beefy computer, and like there was times to where I actually felt like I was lagging a lot, and it's like, oh my god.
yeah, like
Like
I
I
had
could tell
pretty
if
low render
I could
distance the
tell
whole
those
time.
servers about to crash if I started to lag. Because when I
See,
started to lag, I
it's
knew it had to be a lot of entities.
just with the speed. If your POV was changing or field of view, I
Yeah.
don't know what one of them.
Yeah, if you lose
Yeah,
beacon
Which one of
effects.
them?
FOV.
It's then okay. Potion effects are running out. Server is about to crash in 1 minute.
Like the good thing about the entity lag is it's pretty controllable. Like it's not just like randomly server crashes, but you see how the beacon effects don't reset as often, and you can like counter that. Like when you notice you have like 1 second left on the beacon effect, you just need to clear out all your entities and like destroy them with lava or something like we did, throw them all in
Or
the
with
fire.
fire. That's
And yeah, then you can combat that, and you could make it without crashing it. But
and
if
if
you have a lot
everyone
of
is
people around and not everyone is doing it, then after a while you get problems with it. But
and with only 3 people online for those hours when most people were sleeping, and it was for me it was just morning then. So yeah, for weekends I stood up really early, and yeah, when we were only with 3, then you don't have to care about it because only 3 people, then
yeah,
they spawn fast enough. But then when more people start joining, because they wake up and then it starts crashing again. So
yeah, like I think we covered most of it now. Like, I can't think of anything I still want to say. Big shout out to everyone who helped in any way, just like prepping or digging itself. Doesn't matter how much you did, it's done, and without all the people, we couldn't have done it. So
Mhm.
thanks to all of you guys.
Yep.
If you're actually listening to this. Yeah. As always, do we have
No.
anything else to talk about? No, right?
No,
No, really.
I think we
Okay.
can
Maybe
wrap
that's
up the
it.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
well, we don't have the nose trumpet to wrap up though.
No, we have that. It's called magical editing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
As always, guys, leave us your feedback in the comments. If you like, I think there's a longer one than last time or the time
Yeah,
before
it's
that.
about
If you
1 hour and 24 minutes.
yeah, if you
into
think
the
that's
recording.
too long, let us know. If we should do longer ones,
Yeah,
let us
all the
know.
time some people said it's good for this, and some people said, yeah, I want longer.
Yeah, if you have other topics you want us to talk about or rant or whatever, just keep them coming. We gathering all of them, and sooner or later we will cover them. For example, we had on last episode we had a comment about future updates, and we should talk about that. We will cover that as soon as we have more information on new snapshots and actual good features apart from like the statistics or whatever that was.